Today we're going to find out how this former Hong Konger rates London's Chinatown. From 2015 to 2022, my wife and I lived in Hong Kong. I was happy to stumble upon London's Chinatown. I hope to find at least a small bit of the things I missed about the Far East. Watch to the end of the video to find out how I rate London Chinatown's authenticity of food, shops, culture, and more as compared to my Hong Kong experience. Chinatown is located on about a 2x2 block area in central London between Soho and Leicester Square. In the late 1800s, London's first Chinatown was settled by immigrant dock workers in the Limehouse district of East London. The area was hit hard in the Blitz and was eventually rebuilt and redeveloped. In the 1950s, displaced residents and immigrants from Hong Kong found the Soho area's cheap commercial rent an ideal place to start their businesses. Today, there are over 80 restaurants, plus Chinese supermarkets, bakeries, and all sorts of other businesses. Chinatown has about 90,000 residents and sees 17.4 million visitors per year. There's definitely something people love about it, but I'm interested to see how much it reminds me of what I miss about Hong Kong. We'll start with the overall look of Chinatown. As you turn right from Leicester Square, you'll come to the Grand Gate on Wardour Street. This is made in the Qing Dynasty style. There are also gates at either side of Gerrard Street, and lanterns are strung across all the streets. This is nice, and it makes the area feel unique and festive. But aside from the selected holidays and festivals, you don't see lanterns lining the streets in Hong Kong, and the only gates are in touristy areas like Temple Street and Ngong Ping. In Hong Kong, clusters of massive apartments line the streets, so the classic 3 to 4 story brick facades of Soho don't really give me a true Hong Kong feel. The storefronts are typical of Hong Kong though. Let's dive into the culture of Chinatown in London. With so many tourists, the crowds certainly remind me of Asia. Chinatown is a bit more multicultural than Hong Kong, but the shopkeepers and the businesses are definitely typical of what I would expect. Where you really get the true feel of Hong Kong is inside the shops. The souvenir shops remind me of street vendor stalls of Mongkok, and the supermarket shelves are full of products that I only saw in Hong Kong. The restaurants are exactly what you would see in any back street of Wan Chai or Sai Ying Pun. Speaking of restaurants, now the part that I've really been waiting for, the food. In the early days, restaurant owners thrived as British soldiers returned from the Far East and craved Chinese food. This was the place to get it. I'll take you to some highly recommended places to get 5 Hong Kong staples. First stop, Four Seasons for roast meat. The duck has a crispy skin, succulent meat. It's really good. I'm gonna wash down that delicious meat with a real Hong Kong treat, bubble tea. I haven't had bubble tea this good since I lived in Hong Kong. It's very authentic. It's the brown sugar boba. Really good. I would recommend the whale tea if you come down to Chinatown. Dumplings Legend is the critic's favorite dumpling house in Chinatown. Let's go try it. The dumplings are very tasty, but this place is a bit overpriced, and I didn't find the staff to be very friendly. They sprung a minimum per party on us when we ordered, but I have to say, the Jiao Long Bao, or soup dumplings, were amazing. Dim sum is Hong Kong's national dish. Let's see how London's measures up. Here at New Lung Fung. I used to love Hong Kong's old dim sum houses with the carts, but I think we hit the jackpot here. The dim sum is right in line with my favorite places in Hong Kong. The price was right, the staff was fun and attentive. I highly recommend New Lung Fong. It was delicious.
Now for something sweet. Let's go get a pineapple bun.
This Hong Kong treat is not pineapple flavored, but the sugary topping cracks when baked, so it supposedly looks like a pineapple.
Oh, that was good. So how do I rate London's Chinatown? Well, in appearance, I'd give it about a 3 out of 5. It's a little bit more embellished than anything you would see in Hong Kong, but the storefronts are pretty spot on. Chinatown's culture. I'd say it rates a 4 out of 5. Cantonese can be heard, which kind of brings me back. It was also Chinese New Year's recently, and although the crowds were shocking, it's understandable because all of the CNY activity is in one small area, not spread across the whole city like in Hong Kong. But I was pleased with the music and the lion dances. It was exactly what I remembered. Finally, the food was magnificent, 5 out of 5. If you do your research and find out what the consensus best places are,
Not the places from TripAdvisor geared towards tourists.
you'll be rewarded with food that is authentic and totally satisfying. Overall, I highly recommend a visit to Chinatown. Londoners love it and tourists flock to it. I'd love to hear your experiences or favorite Chinatown restaurants in the comments. And as usual, please like, subscribe, and share if you got something out of this. I really appreciate you all. Cheers.